You have no idea what you're dealing with here, lawman. I know where I can find me more of them rocks.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Classic Elite Reviews. My name is Tony from the Classic Elite Retro and Modern Video Game Podcast. Today I'm reviewing the game Rango, the video game. This game is for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, the version we're reviewing. It's also available in other versions for the Wii and the DS and some other consoles as well. This game is for the brand new animated movie from the director of Pirates of the Caribbean. We all know that most movie-to-game adaptations have not been the best, but there have been a few exceptions, so let's take a look at Rango together, and I think you might be pleasantly surprised with this one. This is a 3D action platformer brought to us by Paramount Digital, Behavior Games, and EA. Let's talk about a little bit about the story of the movie and the game and see what tracks they take. Now in the movie, an unnamed chameleon with no friends becomes stranded in the Nevada desert, meets some new friends, and pretends to be a rough cowboy-like character that he calls Rango. So he goes into character as this chameleon named Rango, and he meets some new friends and pretends to be this rough cowboy, but he really gets himself into trouble. He lies to the town about how tough he is, he ends up putting his foot in his mouth, and that's all I'm going to tell you. I don't really want to tell you how it ends, but you get the gist of how the game is set up. So the game has the same characters and enemies, such as Bad Bill. They all have the same characteristics that they do in the movie, but in this game you play as in a diverse group of settings that Rango is narrating along the way. And of course, staying within his character, these are big fish stories that he's making up as he goes, and you're playing them out. So that's the gist of the game. The gameplay is that this is a 3D action platformer, as I stated, and it has a lot of variety. You'll do traditional brawling action, you'll be chasing a train, you'll be fighting aliens, and the list goes on and on. You even fight alongside a moving and on top of a moving train. Now, if this game does something well, it does well in the variety department. I think any good platformer, any action platformer, 3D or 2D, needs to have variety. Variety of environment, variety of moves, variety of ways that you can go, all sorts of things. This game has great variety, which is the key to any good platformer. Now, Rango narrates the story, or should I say makes it up as he goes, as I stated. It starts 7 days before the present time, and you play through each of the days leading up to present day, and all the scenarios included along the way. Now, as far as graphics go, this game has a lot of ups and downs graphically. As you can see here in the action, it looks pretty good. The characters look great, the environments and cutscenes are done very well, and the style of the movie, which is really nice, and what you should expect for any digital type movie to game adaptation. Now the issues though graphically are quite noticeable and happen from time to time. There is a lot of pop-in that happens frequently. And there are some graphical glitches as your character moves quickly in combat. Sometimes you might get stuck on a rock or stuck along a piece of scenario, and it just kind of gets frustrating, but it's not really horrible. So if I want to say something about the graphics, I would say that there are some glitches. It's not perfect, but it's not horrible. It's not unplayable in any way graphically. Overall, I would say the percentage is probably 70-30 that graphically this game is pretty good, with the minor frustrations. As far as controls and camera go, controls and camera are so important in a 3D platformer. They either make or break a game. The camera is actually really good. It works really well, as you can see here in this scene. I'm running away from something, it switches camera angles, and it works really good. There are only rare times where it seems confusing, so I was very happy with the camera angle in this game, which is one of the main reasons I think this game is way above average. The controls also work very well. The fighting is good, the jumping is good. You can even invert the axis of the crosshairs and the movement of your character, which is always nice. I play inverted with my y-axis, so it's good to be able to change the controls in the game. The only issue with the controls is when you zoom in to shoot. It's very unstable. As you can see here, it's kind of hard to aim when you zoom in to shoot. But luckily there's kind of an aim assist, so you never really have to do that. Overall, I had a lot of fun playing through Rango, more than I thought I probably would. It's a game the whole family can enjoy. It feels like it's one step away from being a great platformer. It could have went back to the developers and used a little bit more polish, but overall it's a really good platformer. If you're looking for a new 3D platforming fix, I think a lot of gamers should give Rango a try. You really won't be disappointed.